Hello children. Today we are going to start the new chapter, Financial Statement Analysis. From our previous chapter, it may be very clear to you what is financial statement. We know that the main two components of financial statement are balance sheet and income statement. In this chapter, we are going to study how to analyze the financial statement. Before that, let us know what is analysis. Analysis is a process of breaking a complex information into a simpler and understandable form. So, in financial statement analysis, we can see here it's a systematic process in which financial information which is given in financial statements is converted into understandable way so that we can make various economic decisions. Tools or techniques of financial statement analysis. There are 4 tools of financial statement analysis. They are comparative statement, common size statements, ratio analysis, and cash flow statement. We will be studying about these tools in our coming chapter in detail. Next topic is types of financial statement analysis. There are mainly 4 types of analysis: external analysis, internal analysis, horizontal otherwise dynamic analysis, vertical which is also known as static analysis. External analysis is conducted by the external users. From the last class, you know what is the external users. Who are the external users? Examples are creditors, bankers, government, investors. They are interested in the financial statement to know about the creditworthiness and the future position of the company. But they don't have a direct access to the information of financial statement of a company. They depend on for this information from the published data. Internal analysis is conducted by the management to know the financial position and operational efficiency of the organization. This analysis is termed as a very accurate one, as management have a direct access to the information of a company. Next is horizontal, which is also known as dynamic analysis. This analysis is made to review and analyze financial statement for a number of years. It is also known as time series analysis. Vertical, otherwise static analysis. This analysis is made to review and analyze the financial statements of 1 year only. It is also known as cross-sectional analysis. Beside these types of classification, there are 2 more types of classification. The first one is intra-firm comparison. The second one is inter-firm comparison. A comparison of financial variables of a firm over a period of time is known as intra-firm comparison. Here we are comparing our own balance sheet or income statement of last few years. And in inter-firm comparison, it is a type of comparison in which a financial statement of 2 or more firms are compared for a year. The next concept related to financial statement analysis is the process. While studying the definition of financial statement analysis, we have read that it is a systematic process. So, here are some of the process which we have to go through while going for a financial statement analysis. The first one is rearrangement of financial statement. Rearrangement means we are classifying and arranging our financial statement as per the purpose of the user. After doing so, we have to go for a comparison, which is the second step. Comparison, we can use any of the types, that is intra-firm comparison or inter-firm comparison. Then we have to analyze the data as per the result we got from the comparison. So analysis means in-depth study about the information. Then final step is interpretation. Interpretation means making a conclusion about the information so collected by the process. Next concept is the purpose, objectives, significance of financial statement analysis. The answer for all of this is the same. The first one is assessing the earning capacity or profitability. By undertaking the process of financial statement analysis, we are actually coming to know about the profitability and the earning capacity of the company. The second one, assessing the managerial efficiency. How good the managerial efficiency of a business is, that we can come to know. How well they are utilizing their resources, that can be made out from analyzing the financial statement analysis. Third one is assessing the short-term and long-term solvency of the company. Is the company capable of making its liability, that is short-term liability and long-term liability, on time? That can be assessed through the financial statement analysis. Next, inter-firm comparison. We can compare our financial statement with that of the other company and know about the positive and negative about our company. The positive can be enhanced and the negative can be rectified. Fifth one is forecasting and preparing budgets. On the light of the financial statement analysis, we can prepare a forecast for the future. So it can be helpful for making various decisions for future also. Next one is explainable and understandable. The huge complex information in financial statement is made very simpler and understandable to any person dealing with financial statement analysis. The next concept is the parties interested in financial analysis. In last class we have studied the parties interested in financial statement. The same parties are also involved in the financial statement analysis. Let us have a review on that points. The first one is shareholders or owners. They are interested in financial analysis as they invest their money and they are on the more riskier part. So they want to know whether they will get a good return on the investment and whether the amount is safe. Second one is management. Management depend on the analysis to make certain economic financial decisions. Third one is employees. Employees, they get the bonus which is linked with the profit of the company. So for that they analyze the financial statement. Creditors, they give they are the suppliers of raw material and other materials on credit. So to know the credit worthiness of a company, creditors, they depend on the financial analysis. Potential investors, they are the investors or they are the people who have the surplus and they want to invest in a company. So after knowing the financial position of that company only, they can go for that. That's why they go for analysis. Bankers and lenders, they give loan to the company. They want to know whether they will get back the amount of loan. Tax authorities, to assess the tax position of the company, they go for analysis. Researchers, for taking an in-depth study about the company, they make use of financial analysis. Customers want to know whether this company will work for a long period of time and their service will be available for a coming years. So for that also they analyze the financial statement. So these are the uses of financial statement analysis. Next concept which we have to go through is the limitations of financial statement analysis. In our last class we have already studied what is the limitations of financial statement. The same point you have to study for financial statement analysis also. Let us go through the points once again. Historical analysis. As we know that in financial statement we record the data which is historical in nature. So many of our users like shareholders and investors who want to know the future position of the company cannot make best use of financial statement analysis. Next is the ignore price level changes. As the recordical of information in financial statement is historical in nature, the price level changes is not recorded in the financial statement. So that becomes a drawback for analyzing the financial statement. Third one is qualitative aspects are ignored. We know that one of the rule of financial statement or accountancy is only monetary aspects are recorded. Qualitative aspects which cannot be recorded in money form or monetary form, it have no place in financial statement analysis. Not free from bias. Many of the records in financial statement are on the basis of the concept, conventions plus estimates. But estimates sometimes may go wrong. So we can say that financial statement analysis is not free from bias. Next one is variation in accounting practice. Depreciation have two methods, that is written down value method and straight line value method. When we calculate the profit from both of this method, they give us the different result. So when you are going for variation in accounting practice, comparison is not possible. So it forms a limitation for financial statement analysis. The next concept is window dressing. This is a new concept for you. Window dressing means manipulation in the amount of financial information. There the position of the balance sheet is shown as a positive to misguide the users. So it becomes a drawback for financial statement analysis. Next one is identify symptoms. Financial statement analysis that identifies the problems but does not give us the solution for that problem. So these are the limitations of financial statement analysis.